So we're going to continue on with our character unit of reading. And we have been finishing up some studies of characters and their personality traits, and then finding evidence and proof for each of those personality traits. Now we're going to move on. And today I want you to learn that when characters have a big feeling change, they are often having a learning moment. So I've included this picture of the characters from Inside Out just to show some of the feelings that you could see a character experience. So once again, when characters have a really big feeling change in a book, they're often having a learning moment. They're learning something. So we are going to listen to the story, Lily's Purple Plastic Purse, and I want you to be listening for a big feeling change in this story. Just to give you a little preview of the things we're going to be discussing after the book. Lily's feelings changed when, so I want you to be thinking, when do her feelings change in the story? So see if you can figure that out. Lily was feeling blank, then she started feeling blank. I think Lily learned that. Okay, so those are the things we're going to be talking about after the story. Lily's Purple Plastic Purse by Kevin Henkes. Lily loved school. I love school. She loved the pointy pencils. She loved the squeaky chalk. And she loved the way her boots went clickety-clickety-click down the long, shiny hallways. Lily loved the privacy of her very own desk. She loved the fish sticks and chocolate milk every Friday in the lunchroom. And most of all, she loved her teacher, Mr. Slinger. Straws make everything taste better. For you. Mr. Slinger was as sharp as a tack. He wore artistic shirts, he wore glasses on a chain around his neck, and he wore a different color tie for each day of the week. Wow, said Lily. That was just about all she could say. Wow. Instead of greetings, students, or good morning, pupils, Mr. Slinger winked and said, howdy. He thought that desks and rows were old-fashioned and boring. Do you rodents think you can handle a semicircle? And he always provided the most tasty snacks, things that were curly and crunchy and cheesy. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, said Lily. Me too, said her friends, Chester and Wilson and Victor. At home, Lily pretended to be Mr. Slinger. I am the teacher, she told her baby brother Julius. Listen up. Lily even wanted her own set of deluxe picture encyclopedias. What's with Lily? Asked her mother. I thought she wanted to be a surgeon, or an ambulance driver, or a diva, said her father. It must be because of her new teacher, Mr. Slinger, said her mother. Wow, said her father. That was just about all he could say. Wow. Teachers know everything. Whenever the students had free time, they were permitted to go to the light bulb lab in the back of the classroom. They expressed their ideas creatively through drawing and writing. Lily went often. She had a lot of ideas. She drew pictures of Mr. Slinger, and she wrote stories about him too. During sharing time, Lily showed her creations to the entire class. Wow, said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all he could say. Wow. And at the very last second, Mr. Slinger saved the cold, starving elderly. Big friendly, Mr. Nice Man teacher, by me, Lily. The light bulb lab, where great ideas are born. When Mr. Slinger had bus duty, Lily stood in a line even though she didn't ride the bus. Lily raised her hand more than anyone else in the class, even if she didn't know the answer. Call me! Please, please! And she volunteered to stay after school to clap erasers. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, said Lily. Excellent choice, said Mr. Slinger. One Monday morning, Lily came to school especially happy. She had gone shopping with her Grammy over the weekend. Lily had a new pair of movie star sunglasses, complete with glittery diamonds and a chain like Mr. Slinger's. She had 3 shiny quarters, and best of all, she had a brand new purple plastic purse that played a jaunty tune when it opened. Lily wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Listen to our story. Lily had a hard time listening. Shh. See? Lily really wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Let's be considerate of our classmates. Lily had a hard time being considerate. Lice. Lily really wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Wait until recess or sharing time. But Lily could not wait. She's in trouble. Let's take a look at Mr. Slinger's face. I'm going to do a little zoom in here. Look at his face. How do you think he's feeling? Is that the third reminder? The glasses were so glittery, the quarters were so shiny, and the purse played such nice music, not to mention how excellent it was for storing school supplies. Look, Lily whispered fiercely. Look, everyone. Look what I've got. Everyone looked, including Mr. Slinger. He was not amused. I'll just keep your things at my desk until the end of the day, said Mr. Slinger. They'll be safe there, and then you can take them home. Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. Her glasses were gone. Her quarters were gone. Her purple plastic purse was gone. Lily longed for her purse all morning. She was even too sad to eat the snack Mr. Slinger served before recess. That afternoon, Lily went to the light bulb lab. She was still very sad. She thought and she thought and she thought, and then she became angry. She thought and she thought and she thought some more, and then she became furious. She thought and she thought and she thought a little bit longer, and then she drew a picture of Mr. Slinger. Uh-oh. Well, let's zoom in. Look at Lily. Look at the eyes in that middle picture. She is furious. Big, fat, mean, Mr. Stealing teacher. Claws, bad, thief, bad. Wanted by FBI. P.S. I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up. Right before the last bell rang, Lily sneaked the drawing into Mr. Slinger's book bag. When all the students were buttoned and zipped and snapped and tied and ready to go home, Mr. Slinger strolled over to Lily and gave her purple plastic purse back. It's a beautiful purse, said Mr. Slinger. Your quarters are nice and jingly, and those glasses are absolutely fabulous. You may bring them back to school as long as you don't disturb the rest of the class. I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up, Lily said as she marched out of the classroom. On the way home, Lily opened her purse. Her glasses and quarters were inside, and so was a note from Mr. Slinger. It said, "Today was a difficult day. Tomorrow will be better." There was also a small bag of tasty snacks at the bottom of the purse. Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. She felt simply awful. Lily ran all the way home and told her mother and father everything. Instead of watching her favorite cartoons, Lily decided to sit in the uncooperative chair. I'll stay here a million years, for Mr. Slinger. Uh-oh. Let's take a little closer look here. Why does everything always happen to me? 1051, 1052, 1099. That night, Lily drew a new picture of Mr. Slinger and wrote a story about him too. Lily was really, really sorry, so everyone forgave her, even her parents, even her stinky baby brother, even her especially incredible teacher. And then the sun shined its smiley face down on everyone and everything, even the bugs and worms. The end. Listen up. I forgive everyone. Kind, good, nice. Could be principal. Worms, bugs. Oops. Looks like Lily was stepping on a bug. I am really, 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 really sorry. I'm an author. Lily's mother wrote a note, and Lily's father baked some tasty snacks for Lily to take to school the next day. I think Mr. Slinger will understand, said Lily's mother. I know he will, said Lily's father. How could he resist my no-frills cheese balls? What does it say? Mom's writing the note. The next morning, Lily got to school early. These are for you, Lily said to Mr. Slinger, because I'm really, 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 really sorry. Mr. Slinger read the story, and he looked at the picture, and he read the note. What does it say? And he sampled the snacks. Yum, yum. Wow, said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all he could say. Wow. What do you think we should do with this? Asked Mr. Slinger. Could we just throw it away? Asked Lily. Excellent idea, said Mr. Slinger. He's talking about the mean note that Lily wrote. During sharing time, Lily demonstrated the many uses and unique qualities of her purple plastic purse, her shiny quarters, and her glittery movie star glasses. It's like having an extra pocket with a radio inside. 3/4 are even better than a dollar bill because they make noise. Glamorous protection from harmful rays. Then she did a little performance using them as props. It's called interpretive dance, said Lily. Mr. Slinger joined in. Wow, said the entire class. That was just about all they could say. Wow. Throughout the rest of the day, Lily's purse and quarters and sunglasses were tucked safely inside her desk. She peeked at them often, but did not disturb a soul. Right before the last bell rang, Mr. Slinger served Lily snacks, to everyone's delight. What do you want to be when you grow up? Asked Mr. Slinger. A teacher, everyone responded. Lily's response was the loudest. Excellent choice, said Mr. Slinger. As the pupils filed out of the classroom, Lily held her purple plastic purse close to her heart. Mr. Slinger was right. It had been a better day. Lily ran and skipped and hopped and flew all the way home. She was so happy, and she really did want to be a teacher when she grew up. That is, when she didn't want to be a dancer or a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva or a pilot or a hairdresser or a scuba diver, ... Accident, accident, woo, woo. Hold still, the doctor's here. Ready for takeoff. The end. Okay, so I am going to come on back over. Okay, here we are. So Lily's feelings changed when? So we're thinking about that big feeling change. Remember the big thing that happened in the story? When did her feelings change? So I'm going to go ahead and pop back into our book. And let's see if we can find that, where her feelings changed. Okay, this is what I'm thinking right here. This is when she's coming home from school and she opens up her purple plastic purse and she finds the note from Mr. Slinger. She finds those little cheesy snacks. And look at her eyes. This is where she starts to feel so terrible. She felt simply awful. She felt like crying. She was crying. Remember, she went home and she put herself into that little timeout chair. Okay, so this is where her feelings really started to change. Okay, so we talked about that. Lily was feeling, so remember how she was feeling before the change? She was feeling very angry and frustrated. She was very angry towards Mr. Slinger. So Lily was feeling very angry and frustrated with Mr. Slinger. Then she started feeling simply awful and sad for her behavior. Last but not least, this is where we start to come up with our ideas of what she learned. I think Lily learned that. What do you think that Lily learned? Well, I think that Lily learned that she made a mistake and she should have listened to Mr. Slinger and waited for her turn to share. And I think that she may have also learned that sometimes you gotta kind of pause, think about how you're feeling, think about how you should react to that. Maybe give yourself some time before you make a mistake. So that would be my impression of the lesson that she learned in this story. So now, oh yeah, and here's another page where her feelings really started to, this is where she was really angry. She wrote that really nasty note, and then she wrote the really nice note. See the comparisons? Really angry and frustrated feeling, and then feeling really sorry and sad that she acted that way. So now it's going to be your turn to give this a try. I want you to listen to the story Julius, the Baby of the World. And guess what? It includes Lily and Julius, the same characters from the book we just read. She has a different experience, though. So I want you to listen to this story, and then here are the questions you'll be thinking about. Lily's feelings changed when Lily was feeling, then she started feeling. And I think Lily learned that. Okay, so that's going to be what you're working on today for reading. Remember, when characters have a big feeling change, they are often having a learning moment.